Fortunate when Joe Gore got appendicitis, and yeah, they had to take him to the hospital and actually had to do surgery at 5 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
But everything went well. Yeah, that was, you know, and to be honest with you, and I know it sounds crazy, but I'm glad to know that something was wrong, because he kind of hasn't really been quite the same, and I just knew something wasn't quite right with him, and he knew something wasn't right. But you know, I'm thankful that it kind of all came to a head, and hopefully we can get him back on track. I mean, golly, we need Joe Gore, and he had a great camp for us. I mean, just probably it was the best, most pleasant surprise out there all camp, and he just kind of took a step back the first couple games, and he's gotten a little better, but he just still wasn't quite where he needed to be. So, but he just said he hadn't been feeling quite right. But kind of came to a head today, and I have not talked to the doctor. I know the surgery went well, but I'm not sure if they most of the time they can do that laparoscopically, and if that's the case, then he'll be back sooner. But if they had to cut him, then it would obviously be a longer recovery time. So I don't really know right now on that. I just know he's out for this week, and you know, for sure next week. We'll see after that.
What does that mean for tackle as far as right tackle depth goes?
Well, I mean, we're just still kind of bouncing them around. You know, that is one positive, is we've developed a lot of flexibility that we haven't necessarily had here in the past, as far as guys having the ability to, you know, cross-train and play some different positions. I mean, Kalen's played everything. I mean, he really has. He's played every position except center. Reed Webster's the same way. I mean, I'm so proud of Reed Webster. I mean, you know, he's the guy that is really coming through for us right now. He's doing a lot of things. He's played everything. He's played both tackles, both guards, and center all through camp for us, and in several positions in the game. But so he's the guy. And then McLean, he's the same thing. He's played left tackle, right tackle, left guard, right guard. You know, we're just thin right now, for sure. And you know, you lose 3 guys to medical, and you lose Shaq Anthony, and now we got Gore out. You know, we just don't have a lot of bodies. But the ones we got are good. We just don't have a ton of depth. But you know, we still have more than most. So we're plenty good enough to play at a high level and win at a high level. We've been in position to win every game, and we got to keep putting ourselves in that position and finish those games, those opportunities.
What about Sharon Peak? Did he practice today?
We limited him today, and we're going to try to do a little more tomorrow with him. But he feels a lot. His exact words to me, he feels a lot better, and it's just a situation where you know, he just kind of got some inflammation from that scope that he had in camp. But and for him, because he mentally just was in such a good spot all summer long, it's been a little frustrating for him. But I think the rest has done him very, very well. The swelling has gone down, the inflammation has seemed to subside, and mentally he just feels a lot better. You know, because he was playing through it, playing well. But you know, we just really felt like that if we didn't really just kind of take a timeout right now, it might, you know, cost us down the road. So. Again, he was ready to play last week, but we were going to try to not play him. We'll take a look at him tomorrow and kind of see where we are going into this game, and probably be the same thing. You know, I think, you know, but I'm really kind of going to leave that up to him. I think he knows how he feels better than anybody, and he'll be ready to play. But we'll kind of gauge that and make a decision tomorrow.
What about Cooper?
Cooper's going to play. We're really pleased with him. He's had a good week. He's over the top excited, you know, because he's going to be a captain for us. And you know, it's been a difficult time for him. But you know, I have so much respect for him. He's continued to be a great leader for us. He's one of the best leaders we have on this team. And even though he couldn't play, he's continued to stay engaged and travel with the team, and you know, has just gone above and beyond to keep everybody you know, dialed in.
Does there come a point when Hearn or Falcinelli might have to play?
Oh, there could. Yeah, there certainly could, and we've talked about that. But we really would love to hold those 2 big boys if we can. We're really excited about them. Those 2 guys, Crowder, Maverick Morris. Maverick Morris is a guy that is we're still not ready to win with him, but we're much closer to that point. you know, as far as him being able to get some opportunity. But you know, those 4 freshmen, and then the 4 we got coming in January. You know, we're gonna get better in a hurry from a depth standpoint, and just, you know, overall at that position, you know, what we're looking for.
9 and 26, maybe get a little more expanded opportunity this week.
I hope so. You know, we're 26. We really wanted to feature a good bit last week, and he really got a deep thigh bruise. You know, we'll see where he is. Had to limit him a little bit this week. It's one of those things that kind of gets better each day. Most of us here have had a thigh bruise before. And, you know, that can be very painful, and especially if you're a running back. And then Gallman, yeah, he's a guy that we just need to kind of grow him up. You know, he's still work in progress, and he's learning a lot, and he's so fast, sometimes he's out of control. And and we got to trust him. You know, that's part of it. You know, you get in the heat of the battle, and all of a sudden you have a couple mistakes from a young guy, and you kind of lose your guts a little bit. And he had a couple of big mistakes early that you know, Tony just kind of lost his confidence a little bit. So, but yeah, we've got to continue to bring both those guys along.
You're